You're asking the question. I was without watching porn. I did not watch porn for, say, 2 weeks, but then I went back to that habit. You're asking the question, for 3 weeks I was keeping a good control over my temper. I did not use any foul words. I did not abuse anybody. I was very cool, but the 4th week I somehow lost my cool. Why do I go back to that same old sin again? Why is this addiction cycle continuing? Jesus has a message of hope for you. I want you to follow the story along with me. That's found in Matthew chapter 12, verse 43 onwards. Jesus says here, I read from the Voice version, let me tell you what will happen to this wicked generation. When an evil spirit comes out of a man, it rattles around through deserts and other dry places, looking for a place to rest, but it does not find anywhere to rest. When you give your life to Jesus, when you surrender your heart to Him, the evil spirit in your heart goes away, and that's what the word says. And verse 44, so the spirit says, I will return to the house I left, and it returns to find that house unoccupied. In some other versions you will find house clean and swept. So the heart it left, the house it left was unoccupied or clean and swept, which means there was a vacuum in that heart. That heart was unoccupied, and because it was unoccupied, you know what the evil spirit says, verse 45, well then not only does one spirit set up shop in that sparkling house, but it brings 7 more wicked spirits along, and the poor man, the house, is worse off than he was before. This evil generation will suffer a similar fate. So because that house was unoccupied, that evil spirit comes back with 7 more evil spirits and makes the condition of that man even worse than before. Maybe that's your story. When you said no to porn, when you said no to anger, when you said no to that unprintable filthy habit that you might be in, you needed to substitute that with some other godly habit, a godly habit of studying the Bible every day. If you read 5 chapters of the Bible every day, you would have finished the Bible in 8 months, straight. If you did 10 chapters of the Bible every day, you would finish the Bible in 4 months. Okay, in 4 months, 4 straight months. Now, I would encourage you to do that. Now, not just reading the Bible, but also the habit of prayer. Not just the habit of prayer, but also the habit of fellowship. Not just the habit of fellowship, but also the habit of witnessing. So it's not enough to leave a bad habit. You need to fill it with a godly habit of Bible reading and prayer, fellowship and witnessing, and do it not out of compulsion, but out of love. Keep falling in love with Jesus all the more. Then you'll find that you have consistent, constant victory over temptations, and you can break free from the addiction cycle. God bless you.